The period preceding the United States' entry into World War I in 1917 was marked by a complex web of political, economic, and social dynamics. As Europe plunged into a devastating conflict, the United States, under President Woodrow Wilson's leadership, navigated a path of neutrality and isolationism while facing challenges both at home and abroad. This article explores the multifaceted landscape of the United States in the years leading up to its pivotal involvement in the Great War. Isolationism and neutrality. In the early 20th century, the United States maintained a policy of isolationism, reflecting a desire to stay out of foreign conflicts. President Wilson, who was re-elected in 1916 with the campaign slogan "He kept us out of war," was committed to this stance. Despite mounting pressures from both sides of the European conflict, Wilson aimed to preserve American neutrality and serve as a mediator for peace, economic prosperity, and industrialization. The pre-war era saw the United States experience a period of remarkable economic growth and industrial expansion. The nation's booming industries and burgeoning urban centers were indicative of its status as an emerging global power. Aided by policies like the Underwood Tariff Act of 1913 and the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, the U.S. economy flourished, making it a vital player on the international stage. The Lusitania and unrestricted submarine warfare. However, the sinking of the British ocean liner RMS Lusitania by a German submarine in 1915 drastically altered America's perception of the war. The tragic loss of American lives on board the ship ignited public outrage and brought the conflict closer to home. President Wilson urged restraint, but the resumption of unrestricted submarine warfare by Germany further strained relations. Zimmermann telegram and shifting alliances. In 1917, the discovery of the Zimmermann telegram, a secret communication between Germany and Mexico proposing a military alliance against the United States, further swayed public sentiment. This revelation led to a decisive shift in American sentiment, bolstering the case for intervention. The call for war in the road to entry. On April 2, 1917, President Wilson appeared before Congress to request a declaration of war against Germany, citing the need to make the world safe for democracy. The subsequent entry of the United States into World War I would play a crucial role in shaping the course of the conflict and determining its eventual outcome. The years preceding the United States' entry into World War I were marked by a delicate balancing act of neutrality, economic prosperity, and internal debates over involvement in foreign conflicts. The sinking of the Lusitania, the Zimmermann telegram, and President Wilson's impassioned call for war ultimately tipped the scales toward intervention. America's participation in the Great War would have far-reaching consequences, shaping the nation's role on the global stage and leaving an indelible mark on its history.